Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. If you are new, welcome to my channel. And if you have been around, you probably haven't seen my face in a little bit. I've been enjoying my new setup. Although I really enjoy being on the camera and just being in front of you guys. And I think, it's about time that I made it an appearance, I suppose. So I wanted to try new setups. I've been wanting to change the desk anyway, so it's bound to happen sometime. So we're going to do a really fun pick a pile reading that's gonna actually take us on an adventure. So this is really gonna be quite fun. And are my lips painted red? Yes. Am I painted like a clown? Yeah. Are we gonna have a really funny good time? And I hope you guys take us on some good adventures and we can have some laughs together. So I just wanted to do a warm introduction, I suppose, but like, you guys know how these go. There's 3 piles, timestamps are down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that yeehaw. So, we're gonna start with an option here. You might think of these as piles 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna take a look at it as a directional book. If you were to come across the page, a certain number that calls out to you, any angel numbers, I want you to picture that page and imagine there being 3 options for your adventure. If you were to choose your own adventure in life, where you would want to see yourself going, what would you be doing, what would the lesson be, what would the outcome be, what treasures do you find? And so one option takes you to one page, one takes you to the other, some other spot in the book. We're going to play a little left, right, center. And that's kind of an inside joke, but like, I don't even really know the rules. I know the concept of the game, but we'll do left, right, center. Okay, timestamps down below. I'm also going to be pulling some actual tarot deck cards on camera. This is going to be really, for the chits and giggles. Alright, collective number 1. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the overall energies of your next life adventure, maybe the overall lessons or path that you'll take on this adventure, who you are, what parts of you are being focused on throughout the trail of the experience, and maybe what kind of tools and abilities and energies can you reach out to help you and assist you move through these adventures, and maybe any challengers or foes that you may have along the way. So we are going to go ahead and get started, and y'all know the drill to like, comment, and subscribe. So thank you for even just watching. It's plenty. Alright, we have number 45, prosperity. So this is actually a very red root chakra energy. The ring light, we're gonna have to fight it if you wanted to have me on camera, I guess, because it was super dark. But 45, prosperity. This is a very independent card, so like, if you guys are on your next path or your next journey in life, I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that you wanted to do alone. But it's not like you're trying to do it all alone and like not trying to block out any help. It's just that I feel like you guys are really humble and very grounded, and maybe that might be something that you need to really focus on right now, is grounding yourself and really taking gratitude for even every small accomplishment that you've ever had in your life or in this lifetime and had around you, and even the people that you have been blessed to be with. And I feel like it's not like you're turning down their help, but you're almost like, it's almost kind of like a wallflower energy, kind of like okay, for some of you, if you've ever played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the new one, there's a beginning scene where like there's kind of like a sense of being like drinking out on your own for some of you. That might be how your adventure starts, is one night where you'll be drinking alone. So just be careful. But I feel like you could have other people around you too that you're familiar with, but you might like kind of seclude a little bit to yourself, and that's why you might be just like vibing. I was gonna say side flower, but wallflower, my bad. Anyways, your guys' next adventure, it starts off really calm, really chill, and I feel like you're really just enjoying yourself. but I feel like something leads you astray onto your own, essentially, or it's something that you feel compelled to do on your own that might be a little bit out of your comfort zone or a little bit risky. Maybe you're just feeling very exuberant to be alive. This is very fiery Sagittarius energy, I'm just saying. Also Aries or just anything spontaneous, really. But we do have freedom here with an eagle flying. What kind of self-independence? That is very, you know, freedom. Okay, so I was kind of being like a free bird, but there's also a whole flock with him. There is that sense of still the Aquarius energy as far as being, you know, the single but still a part of a whole community and a whole tribe. So like I feel like there's just some sense that you stray off away from people onto your own path, your own adventure that might be a little side detour. If you guys are driving, just be careful. Also, we're going to take a look at the spiritual lesson for this life adventure. For some of you, you could be like moving out from family. You could be moving out from anyone that you see as like a mother figure. That could be, you know, smothering. It could be too much. It could also be abusive or just like emotionally, essentially. You know, we have the Empress in the reverse. So she's like, you know, the ultimate feminine energy, but like in the reverse, it's just a little bit too much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold this to get the ring light to stop. Let me try to show it in the upright instead. That's the Empress in this deck. But she did come out in the reverse. So, for some of you, there is a lot of lower reds, oranges, yellows, those lower chakra energies. So I'd say the part of your adventure, I mean, it could be, for some of you, it could be new sexual adventures. It could be trying new things. It could be testing something that when like your relationship also to money, I feel like, because there's, the Empress is Venus energy, okay? So it's feminine, and Venus does rule money, finances, those kind of material things. And in the reverse, so for freedom, you could be leaving a job for maybe something that makes you feel more grounded, that maybe this prosperity card, maybe you are prosperous still financially and abundantly. You just see and count that differently. Your perspective or your relationship with it is changing with the Empress in the reverse. But also, again, for some of you, there could be a separation from a overwhelming, unbalanced feminine energy. Just saying. Okay, we're gonna move on to who you are. Who are you as your character on your life path or along the way? We have what? This is a new deck, so give me a second. I've never heard of this. This might be a person, actually. It says dilettante. Is that like I would have to look at this. I'm so sorry. But the light attribute says delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Okay. And I feel like the way that your guys' relationship, maybe with money or a sense of security, whether that's a comfortable relationship, a comfortable dynamic, a comfortable routine, a day-to-day life, that, you know, maybe you even fell off your path or your train if there was something that you were maybe really consistent at doing. You just fell off. Maybe it's been a couple of weeks and you just can't get yourself to get back going and get back on track. I feel like your next life adventure is gonna be just when you decide to do it. It's just kind of like a fuck you moment, honestly. I feel like if there's something you guys haven't been doing that you've just been kind of holding back, Empress is also the mother, the crone. Okay, so a lot of birthing energies, if there's any kind of creative endeavors or expansions or ideas or any kind of feminine energy or person trying to step into your life right now or any creative idea you're trying to do that just hasn't been quite the right timing. I feel like you've been holding back on that birth, and it's like that water's about to break. But there's still a lot coming through here too with money. And a lot of you, if there's something that you want to take to a professional level, because this card does talk a lot about delight in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. And we drag that into about the Empress being Venus, ruling money, kind of having that sense of independent and breaking free, breaking away of maybe past relationships or like relationships with money. So you could be like getting a new job, that could be your next new life adventure. You could be just changing the way that you make money. Honestly, a lot of you guys, if there's any creative effort that you've been, I feel like for some of you, if you do anything, if you've already been producing, you've already been trying to make your coin from that, and I feel that you might have been putting too much weight or like, you know, or too high of expectations on what gets generated, not only fiscally, but also, you know, what you get it from it energetically. You could have put too much on that, and I feel like your relationship with what you were expecting from these energies, I feel like you might have lost a little bit of your creative touch. You were maybe your head was too much in the bag as far as like how much money you can make, why aren't you seeing profits, and like looking for more of the numbers, losing a little bit of that touch. I feel like your next life adventure is getting back in touch with that creative spark inside of you, that artistic value, and really putting that into your work, honestly, and enjoying what you do. We also have the Hanged Man, Virgo energy, sick. So you guys could be Virgos, Capricorns, Taurus. It's not sign specific, but this is just earth sign energy, which is a very still, and this is a kind of protester energy as well. I always love a good Hanged Man because that's someone that like really gets their point very strongly. And this card's so, I love this card in this deck. Like, what? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But this dilettante, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, so please correct me nicely in the comments. The shadow attributes are pretension, too much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So it's just like, I feel like that's definitely not the energy. I mean, I feel like that might be whoever, if you have a beef with some female energy, they might think that they know more than you do. I feel like that's not necessarily true. And I'm also hearing birds of a feather flock together, and all I can think of is like certain memes that I don't want to bring up. But okay. And I feel like there's such a political climate right now, and I feel like it's not even anymore that you have to be political. It's just that, like, you have to be active in, like, everyday rights. That's so beside yourself. But I feel like if you guys, for your next life adventure, if some of you guys are going to any kind of marches or parades, any kind of community events, like art centers or any kind of collaborations, I feel like this is, again, more of that. There's a lot of Aquarius energy coming through, but it's very grounded, so we're getting more Virgo, earth sign energies, lower chakras. But there's a lot of sense of being that with the Hanged Man here and also the arts card, where it's like you're not quite a professional, but I feel like you guys might be actually professional on a more local level. Honestly, your next life adventure could be like more establishing more of a name for yourself in your community. Congratulations. I feel like that would be a really big step up for you if you're promoting more of your creative ideas and actually following through with them. Wow, okay, definitely stepping your game up. And I feel like you guys are starting to find more of your zen. Wow. You guys, that's really cool. We're also going to look at a couple of astrology points or where you can expect to see these life adventures. We have the planet Mercury. Obviously, Mercury is all about communication and analyzing things. All I think about is Apollo. I mean, this is Venus. But yeah. This also says, this is a newer deck. I was hoping to get some house cards because I've been really trying to practice learning the houses for astrology because I really want to start doing, and if you've subscribed, I'm talking about doing a new movie, wow, yeah, new video about the new moon that's coming up in Leo, January 28th, 2021. If you're watching this when it's posted. Otherwise, Mercury here is a very communicative, fast-moving energy, and you do have this freedom card with the bird, and that talks a lot about flying, distance. You know, there's obviously wings here, so messages flying. You guys could... Someone's going... think about going skydiving. Someone could be thinking about, if you live somewhere warmer, you could be thinking about, or vice versa. If you live somewhere warm, you could be thinking about going somewhere cold, like extreme, like maybe you like skiing or snowboarding. And if you're somewhere that's really cold, maybe you want to go somewhere that is very tropical. I just feel like it's, like you might have to fly to get there, honestly, with Mercury up here. And we also have Earth and Fire Dragon. Works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. Okay, yeah, so definitely crossing borders. Okay, crossing borders, crossing landmarks, or any kind of rivers, valleys, plains, continents, oceans. But, oh man. Okay, we're gonna move on. But Mercury, we're gonna get a couple more messages in here with, let's see. Sorry I spaced out. We're just gonna move on. Sometimes you lose them like that. We also have kind of clarifying the adventure, the next life adventure. We have the Hooded Man in reverse, number 9. And I laugh at this because I brought this up earlier, Virgo, and we do have the Hangman already out here on another deck up in the upright. So the Hooded Man here on the left, sorry. This is the one that was just drawn. Maybe I should show it to you upright. It probably helps. You know, it's just only like my first few times doing these. But there is a lot of Virgo energy, a lot of self-seclusional on your own kind of journey. Wow, you guys could literally want to travel to like a new, like a foreign country, actually, on your own. This is like some kind of like soul mission that I feel like you're being pulled to do. And it could have something to do with like your genetics on your mother's side, I'm hearing, or grandmother. So like it could like be on like your father paternal side, but your grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's just something to do with like those kinds of roots, honestly. And I feel like with the Mercury, you're getting these intuitive pulls and intuitive hits to kind of go on your own journey and really venture super, super far. And for some reason, you guys might want to do it alone, and you guys could really want to go look at a lot of natural landmarks. Because with this dilettante, that light attributes, arts, but like not professional, so not human. Honestly, what other art than nature? The best artist of them all. So I feel like you guys, because you had the Hangman also clarifying that, you guys might find yourself out in nature, going through some kind of spiritual experience, whether you are under any kind of influence, but I feel like it would be an influence like an herb or something from the earth, nothing synthetic. We have so much Virgo and earth and fire energy out here with the Mercury, so that kind of makes me think that it's very clear to your mind and very lower vibrational energies as far as like sacral chakras, root chakras, those reds and orange, which are truly quite grounding from the earth. The last card that we have is Rhodochrosite. There's a lot of crystals in this deck. Honestly, never heard of some of them, but let's see what she do. She says, be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. I feel like there is definitely something you guys are needing to heal. And I feel like you're being called on a really far life path. As far as like a life adventure that's bringing you very, very far away from your normal stomping grounds, honestly, with all this Mercury, air, fire, the freedom, flying, airplane travel. Looks like you're, could even be seeing much more exotic nature. I'm getting for some of you, it's going to like Tokyo or going to Japan or something like that, or Taiwan, I don't know, somewhere like, I'm really bad with geography, so I can't even try. But that's for only a small part of you. But I also earlier got a lot of snow too. For some of you wanting to go to some like polar climates or something like intense. For some of you guys that actually picked this pile might be like actual survivalist. Even in your day-to-day life, maybe you protect yourself and just keep yourself up in tip-top shape. We have that crystal that just says be gentle with yourself, and I feel like you want to go on this long journey just to kind of heal a part of, I'm getting more of like, there's a feminine energy, yes, that we did acknowledge. But also, for some of you, there was a lot of job messages as far as your next life adventure, kind of stepping up your game with your work mentality and maybe your work performance. We had the Hooded Man, or, you know, the Hermit card came out again, but it was in the reverse. So this is someone who's not really, you know, maybe you were a little bit more reserved to begin with, and I feel like you did come off across a little bit just on your own side energy. That wallflower, taking a small, quick moment to yourself, kind of recuperating yourself, taking a breather, maybe stepping out of some kind of spotlight, or separating yourself from others, really. And now I feel like after you may have taken a little bit of a vacation, or maybe even gotten some fresh air or some fresh spark of creativity from any one of your local friends or local artists, I feel like you guys are really a part of those communities, and you could really want to spend some time with like-minded people as well, so you could find yourself creating new friends and also creating whatever it is. I feel like there was that creative birth or a project you guys had that you've been holding off on, and I feel like you can only hold off on this for about 1 or 2 more weeks, guys. A month at most, for maybe a couple for you. But I think that week to 2 sounds about more accurate. Also, I even forgot about all of these. We're gonna pull. Alright, pile number 1. We're gonna get 1 card to clarify. We'll get 2 cards, I guess, to clarify. Wow, I knew this card was going to come out, and it's been coming out a lot lately. We have the Three of Pentacles, growth. This card is always in the readings, which I'm kind of happy to see. It's a really good card to have. A very successful, creative, life-changing force that's mind-altering or can really open your third eye, at least. For some of you, like I was saying, you guys could be trying some of the earth herbal trippy experiences, all I'm saying. And we also have more earth. We have 11 cube luck, which is a page. And this reminds me of sorry, I'm so bad at holding it up to the GoPro. But the 11 being the page of pentacles, like we were just talking about, is a very slow moving energy. I feel like if you guys take a vacation, like you guys are gone for a whole week or whatever this next life adventure is, and I feel like it's something that just gives you really a reset that you might have needed to reground yourself, something that you've waited a long time to do, and it's very much so needed to kind of get your energies grounded again. We're gonna get a couple of runes. Wow, you guys are really stepping out of your comfort zone too. And I feel like that coming through with this Three of Pentacles being very creative. And, you know, whenever we think of mushrooms, we think of colors. Definitely really creative experiences that could be really artistic. I feel like you guys, I personally really love art, so I've been wanting to do a lot of that lately, and I feel like you guys might have too. But I feel like more importantly, I feel like you guys are a lot of nature freaks that just like to go camping or just go hiking or being out in nature, getting some fresh breath, and going out of your comfort zone, maybe traveling alone to all of these like new places. I feel like you guys could want to be your own wanderer. People might not recognize that. I feel like you guys are really good at blending in like you're a local when you're actually going on some sick vacation. Well, we have two different rune sets, and then we have the same rune, though. So I don't know the names of them yet. Bear with me as we both learn, but I'm just reading them intuitively. And y'all just saw me draw these, right? Yeah. These are the new runes, and I'm absolutely in love with them. So I feel this energy, of course, as you obviously stepping out of your comfort zone, really branching out. And I feel like at the same time, you guys are at such highs, but at the same time, I feel like you guys have been at such lows lately. And I feel like some of you guys have felt stuck, have been in that wallflower energy, just kind of, you know, soaking in your own tears, in your own energy, just maybe feeling a little bit sad for yourself lately, and that's absolutely okay to feel those emotions and to let those out and work through those. And I feel like you guys are on the steady coast upward, and there's a sun coming up over the horizon, and it's like life-changing. I don't know. Some of you guys might be tripping at those dawn hours, I'm not too sure, or opposite, but we also have this last rune here. In the upright with this too, I always see this as a community rune, and I could be absolutely wrong. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong spot. But, because it looks like two people holding hands, but it came out in the reverse. So this is, again, something you guys are wanting to experience on your own. And it's something that has to do with I feel like, again, there's more genetics, there is family, there could be something going on with your parental figures. You could be traveling to see family. Maybe you're traveling with family. Yeah. Alright, well, that is all I have for you guys. Collective number 1. Thank you so much for joining me. This was really fun, actually, and I had a really good time. Actually, being on camera, I feel like my awkwardness just gets compensated for. So thank you so much for joining, and if you like this video, anytime throughout the videos, go ahead and give that a like and subscribe to see and vote what videos I post next. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Hi, collective number 2. Thank you for joining me. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your next life adventure, just kind of the overall energies, what kind of adventure might you be seeing yourself on, who you are through this experience, and what parts of you are kind of being channeled and focused on, and what energies can you reach for to help you through this adventure. So thank you for everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed, and you know how to do all of those things if you feel compelled to. So thank you, everyone. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Collective number 2, you chose to go right. You have number 7, sustenance. Someone's treating themselves to a good meal, whether you're cooking it yourself or whether you're ordering in, whether you're going out safely or anything. There's like a meal or something that you're craving, and I feel like someone's gonna find themselves either at a dinner table or on a date or something like that. We're gonna get into it. We also have leadership. Oh yeah, you guys might be like, your next adventure in life is really just like, for some of you, it's just like, it's dinner. I'm looking forward to my dinner, I'm gonna just say that, and I'm having exactly what's in this card. So we have number 7, sustenance, that came through the first card, and he has a whole plate of dumplings, and that's what my dinner's gonna be looking like tonight. So there's also pineapples, lots of fruits there, just anything that you might have been craving, like I was saying. And also with this leadership card, the bear just made me laugh, okay? We all need our own winter coat or something to, you know, keep us sustained. So if you guys might be getting asked out on a date, some of you guys might be going out. Okay, yeah, we have the 10 of Cups. It might not even just be like, and it doesn't have to be like a romantic date either. I feel like you guys could be going with family, friends, anyone that's close to you. We have the 10 of Cups, which talks about family, and they're all eating they have a whole ass picnic. And baby and kitties, like even the cat's just mad chilling, and that is a serious picnic basket. That sounds so nice. It's currently winter here. I wish I could picnic without having to wear my snow pants. We also have warrior. So this is supposed to show who you are throughout your next life adventure. You guys might be channeling a little bit more Aries actual, but it's not as aggressive, I should say, in nature as Aries. It's a little bit more like Taurus. That was probably the more correct term to say. We'll get into more planets and astrology signs later, so call in the shots. But this warrior card I'm getting is definitely Taurus. The way that it came out with this number 7, sustenance, I'm also getting Libra for some reason. And this leadership card, Taurus's earth sign energy is definitely strong leadership skills, and I feel like it's not just you on this adventure either. It might involve the people that are closest to you, essentially. And you could be making a big decision as a part of this community to either step up into a certain leadership role, to fulfill a certain leadership role, and that might look a little bit differently than what people are used to. Some of you guys might be changing your jobs as well. I'm getting some of you could be going on like really, you know, with Taurus right now, and if you're watching this video while it's being posted, we do have a Leo full moon. Yes, I know it's a completely different sign, but we do have a full moon coming up here January 28th of 2021 if you're watching this while it's being posted. Either way, that moon lunation might pertain to a certain part to you in your Taurus going on here. Stay tuned for that video. It'll be really fun. Anyways, with this coming through, as far as who you are through this journey, you guys showed up as the Warrior card. And then also clarifying that we have the Three of Pentacles, but this actually came out in the reverse. Which the Three of Pentacles is a very communicative card, very collaborational. Wow, these are some really good words. I feel like you guys could either be stepping up or honestly, I feel like even stepping down from a certain position. And I feel like you're doing that to maybe be around your family more or even to just show up differently. And I feel like it's not even like, even if you are taking a different position, that could feel like a demotion. I honestly feel like in the long term, because Taurus is an earth sign, it's much slower and the processes take a little bit longer, and I feel like it's just something that's going to pay off more long term for you guys. And that could be something that you're fighting with too, because that Warrior card is a little bit, you know, hard on themselves. Of course, like, there is a sense that you will persevere too, and you have very strong leadership. Wow. Where you can kind of expect to see this next adventure, we have Saturn, which rules Capricorn. And so it says, be realistic, be concerned, you must wait before you can. And I feel like there's been something that, because with the sustained and leadership, it's a much more slower paced, much more grounded energy, kind of on the prowl. In Capricorn too, we were just talking about finances and jobs. For some of you, I feel like there could be a lot of switches, either in maybe even like your own bosses. For some of you guys, like you could be having adventures with coworkers even, is what I'm getting. Like on a lunch break, something might happen, or like anything like that. Or where Saturn is in your own birth chart, depending on your own house. I was hoping I was going to get house numbers, but I got all planets, I think, for that deck, for all three. We also have Air and Fire Dragon, expands your creative energies. Okay, so I feel like this card came out in reverse, this Three of Pentacles, but honestly, I'm feeling it in the more upright sense, and I typically don't leave them reversed, but I didn't know if that was how it's supposed to be, but I feel like I'm getting an upright meaning of this, where I feel like there is going to be like a meeting or a collaboration of some sorts. If you're working with any employers or with any close coworkers, I feel like there's a lot changing right there. And your next life adventure, honestly, for some of you, could be changing jobs. I feel like that's just one big giant answer there. Or at least really changing the way that you do whatever it is that you do. And I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be more planning for future events, or something that is much more long term, which could be really good news. For some people, if you've wrote out 2020, hopefully things are going to actually start to be making future plans and hoping to see yourself show up in much bigger roles than you are actually playing right now. And I feel like you guys are really relaxing and kind of building up on yourself and maybe your foundation of your family and your community, your coworkers, because I feel like there's a big expansion coming that you're foreseeing a big wave. So some people are going to start making them a little bit more money. Like, it's just going to be a little bit different. The flow is going to be different. It's going to be sustained. Everything is going to be okay. You're going to be able to be comfortable. Wow, this ring light. but I feel like it's gonna take a little bit of time, and it's gonna some people, for your guys' next life adventure, I feel like for some of you guys who are wanting to travel, I'm getting Hawaii, around there, like Philippines or something like that, or any islands. I feel like that's kind of where you guys are looking at volcanic areas or rocks. Also with Warrior out here in the Three of Pentacles, kind of clarifying who you are throughout this adventures, is really trying to figure out, you know, the Three of Pentacles can be seen as family foundations as well, so this could be anything with your ancestors. If you have any kind of natives in your family and in your blood, you're like on any part of the globe essentially, you know, just like what lands are native to your bloodline, and respecting the natives and cultures of wherever it is that you're visiting, and really experiencing and meshing with it and exchanging in it in such a positive way. And we're gonna get a couple more. We have the Seven of Vessels, Mourning, and then we also have purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. For some reason, I'm hearing beach sand too, like with toxins and stuff, and detoxification with this Mourning card. It's I'm getting the sand beaches or something sandy. We'll start here. Some of you guys like breakfast. Some of you guys have to start your morning off strong, and your next life adventure can come. It's either going to be the crack of dawn, or it's gonna be at dusk. So just be careful, because I feel like the witching hours might be a part of that, so just be careful. We also have garnet with that purification and detoxification. Your next life path, as far as stepping up, if you step up in your business, in your career, your education, into these more leadership roles, or you start to invest your actual money and finances into things that might pay off more long term, like stocks or markets, anything like that, investments. Always remember, there's gonna be good days, there's always going to be bad days. There's always going to be both. And I feel like naturally they move up and down. They both do. So I feel like you guys might be really good at doing some of that. Also, highly recommend it. With the garnet here, I feel like that's just kind of, I mean, garnet, if you feel really overwhelmed, if you find yourself on these adventures or anything resonating with this, reach for garnet or any kind of stone that kind of resembles the same energetic vibrations. Here, take this. That was garnet, by the way. Alright, so what we're going to do is draw a couple of tarot cards to clarify what your guys' next life adventure is. And I don't typically take stuff right away like that. Alright, what will your guys' next life adventure be? Spirit, please clarify. It's too many. This card's gonna make so many appearances, and I don't know why it is so prevalent right now. like you guys, if you are on your next life journey involving with what we've spoken about, business, or if you're changing your job, wow, that's a very, very well structured sentence. You guys could be really particular about how you come across as far as like what you know and what you've experienced. I feel like you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience, but I think people, I'm hearing like someone thinks that you're qualified for something. So it's almost like there's some kind of spotlight that you have just fulfilled, or like this would be like, wow. if someone was just like walking on the road and they saw you, they'd be like, you're exactly what we're looking for. You have exactly what it takes. You look like you have exactly what it takes to do this job. Like, will you do it? Like, will you work with us? Or like, if you are collaborating with someone, they think that, wow, you really know your shit. Like, you probably have had a lot of years in your workforce maybe, and you've gained a lot of respect, or maybe you haven't received that recognition yet. And right now, with the full moon in Leo on January 28th, it talks about, the moon is our emotions and feeling recognized. And with the full moon in Leo, that spotlight, you want to feel recognized. You want to feel in that power. And I'll just show you a couple of the cards. This Three of Pentacles growth card likes to show up. It just showed up for the last pile. And we also have knowledge, which I think is the Six of Pentacles also, or the Six of Earth. So those are a lot of earth sign energies. Growth and knowledge, wow, if there isn't a more respectable and knowledgeable energy, it's a very wise, has been around the block kind of energy in a really good way. Like, Capricorn is very professional and it rules our finances for a reason. And our vocations and just our career statuses and our stuff like that. All right. We also have the Four of Wands here, which I was saying is kind of like that spotlight energy. It talks about, sorry, it doesn't talk, but it's the Four of Wands and it says recovery, if you can see that. And I feel like there's that spot that's not filled, but the other side is, noticeable, like fulfilled. I don't know. There's just two parts of the same whole, but one side's not being quite recognized. And I feel like if you guys have had a job in the past that was, I already know the message, but we're going to pull a card just because I want to see how it shows up. If you guys had any jobs that dealt a lot with one side of your brain, like if it was more of a left-sided brain job requirement or a right-sided brain, I feel like you guys might be stepping into a position that might allow you to exercise the other side of your abilities. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups influence, which also is kind of like, I can never hold it with my right hand. I always have to switch my deck in my hand. I'm so sorry. But the Two of Cups is a very personal engagement. And I feel like that might be really where you're wanting that recognition or recovery. And we also had the Ten of Cups right above there. So if you guys have had any conflict or any loss or sadness or difficulties within your close immediate family, your next life adventure could be showing some sense of progress. Whether that's something that you can't see, I feel like this person involved with you, and you might be doing your part too, and I feel like we should always, make sure that we're doing our part continuously, because, especially if you're going through a tough time with someone that is close to you, and I feel like this other person is also doing their part, and again, like I said, your guys' next life adventure, it's not only affecting you, it's affecting the people that are definitely closer or closest to you. And Capricorn is all about, it's a it's a very protective family energy as well. Let us not forget. And we also have the Five of Wands impulse. So again, this could be something that happens to you right off the bat, right away in the morning, or something that you kind of get yourself caught up in. Actually, I feel like it's something that it starts off really slow, and you kind of already have a sense that things are going to turn out the way that you want them to. And I feel like that's just because you're someone who picks up naturally on patterns, number 3, and then also number 6, which is, 3 times 2. So you pick up on patterns really well. You're pretty knowledgeable about human nature or situations, how things typically unfold in the 3D world. It might be harder for you to anticipate or deal with a little bit more of the water sign energies with that recovery, the 2 of Cups and the fire and the 2 of Cups, water. With that 5 of Pentacles, the impulse, I feel like we're going to get some runes on this card. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling those. Alright, Spirit, please give me some runes. Clarify not only this 5 of Pentacles energy, but the adventure. The next life adventure for collective, number 2. Oh, you guys didn't get it. You guys got a lot. Oh. I'm trying to pick up the ones that are on the bottom. It's actually my new rune set. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take that too. It was all fair. I didn't see them. Alright, so these ones... We have SO or OS. It looks like some letters forming, just if those pertain to you or anyone in particular. I feel like your next life adventure is, you might be actually seeing, like, for some of you I'm getting, there might be an old friend that you actually reunite with, or someone that you come back into contact with, and you guys might have been apart for a while and you've kind of been on your own journey. There is a sense of quick communication though. Maybe someone shoots you a text or slides into your messages and hits you up, and you just decide to, step up to the challenge. Like, you guys stepped up to this leadership role, and I feel like you were just honestly lounging. Whether it's small moves and just having a business dinner, but almost like social networking, or just really getting feedback. Even if you're sitting down and having, a really good mukbang with your friends, that you talk about the moves that you're trying to make, or, the things that you're just trying to get better at in life, and what you're trying to overcome, and really step into your power and your leadership role, and what decisions might be best for you long term. I feel like your friends or the people that you go to, I feel like you guys feel like it's quite sad, and honestly, I feel like you guys feel like in this adventure that you have no one to go to, or like you're not too sure who to ask for help, and you're not too sure how to open up to them, because I feel like you might have a really good sense of what's going on, so it could be hard for you to reach out to these people. I feel like you're a little bit more reserved to yourself. Like, you might be waiting on someone to actually contact you, and that might be just the natural flow of the dynamic that's going on right now. And so I feel you're waiting for each other to kind of get on the same page, or maybe see eye to eye. You guys might be at a different perspective right now. And we also have a just clear rune, so just a wild card. Sorry, my stomach is growling. I am hearing there's NO and SO, north, south. There's something weird going on there. But this is just, these last two, they kind of, they reiterate. I feel like it's just blank, nothing's really going on, you're not really doing much, and they're just gonna hit you up randomly, and someone's gonna, this offer or this next life adventure is gonna come to you when you're not expecting it, honestly. You might just be kind of going about your business, or you could be waiting for someone to to embark on this adventure with you. Maybe you want to go travel somewhere, you're just waiting for someone to actually collaborate with you and invest in this. If it's like an actual vacation with you, you might be waiting for them to invest themselves and for them to commit to that expense. And I feel like you on your own, you know, you might be the type that would travel a little bit more often, or maybe go out a little bit more often. But there might be certain things right now that are a little bit unpredictable, or that could block you from traveling or cause a little bit of complications in those plans or delays, especially astrologically. So just be aware of that. I do highly recommend a couple of people here on YouTube itself to actually stay in tune with that kind of stuff. Right now is a little bit of a rough, turbulent time naturally, so it's not just you, okay? But yeah, I think that's really all I'm getting for you guys. Collective number 2. If you chose to go right on your adventure in the fork in the road. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to be able to vote on what videos I post next. This one was top voted naturally, so thank you guys if you participated in that. And thank you to everyone who has recently joined and subscribed. It means so much to me, you guys. It honestly does. And also, you know the drill. I do personal readings, so if you want to have a one-on-one with me, I'd be happy to help you and really dive into your own personal energies. All of that's in the description box. So thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. If you chose collective number 3, or you chose to go straight forward center on the fork in your spoon, wait, no. We'll leave that cut out, we'll leave that one. If you chose to go straight in the fork in the road of the next life path adventure, wow, such a tongue twister, isn't it? Well, what we're going to take a look at is the overall energy of this next life adventure, who you are throughout that wonderful little, wow, all I can hear is Dora. Dora. Okay, and we're going to take a look at maybe where you can expect to see this next life path open up for you. If you guys feel like throughout any time in this reading you resonate with me, go ahead, give the video a like or a comment. I love to read them, they give me chills. And subscribe to vote, like this one was top voted on my community page if you subscribe. So thank you everyone. We're gonna get started, guys. Collective number 3, where is your next life adventure leading you? We have number 26, the third eye chakra, insight. You're gonna have to work with me on this ring light, guys. I'm so sorry. It's the price we pay for having me on camera. With this 26 insight, your guys' next life adventure, for some of you guys who are natural, you know, we all pretty much are, we have an innate ability, but some people are really good at astral travel. For some of you guys, I feel like you're my pile that's gonna be coming through, where these adventures might not be actually taking place in the 3D realm. So we're going to see what kind of downloads you might be getting. This might be intense. Your next life adventure might be, you know, absolutely radical as far as some cool dream. We also have abundance. Whew. Whatever you guys are working to manifest right now, that is definitely something that you are going to be reaping what you sow. Reaping what you sow? I'm like partially from the Midwest, but you can dock me on that one. This, I feel like, okay. there is a like nice, really warm prairie kind of energy coming through, like grasslands even. There, I guess I'm from the Midwest, but just this whole scene, and I feel like it's almost even seen through a lens. I feel like some of you guys might be going through like a photo shoot. Now, this might not actually bring you out in nature because we do know that seasonal sets are a thing. But I feel like your guys' next life adventure might be behind a camera lens as well. There could be captured moments of this adventure or something like that. I mean, we also have number 21, the world. It's kind of like, it's kind of candid. It's like almost like a candid moment with the 21 card, the world. But this is definitely talks about, international travel, something that could take you across the world. Now, this might not be something that, is happening right now. You might have some kind of foresight that this is a trip that is to take place in the future. So you could be kind of daydreaming really in your mental and your headspace about what you would like to do, how you are going to do that, and what is worth the energy exchange, or what's worth paying for. With that abundance, I feel like it's going to be an equal exchange. If it costs you anything, or if you have to, with any kind of manifestation power, there always has to be a sacrifice. And so whatever it is that you are having to let go of, and whatever that might cost you fiscally, like money-wise, or whatever it may cost you baggage-wise, emotionally, energetically, whatever it costs you to get where you're trying to go in the future, it's gonna like give back to you tenfold. And I feel like it's a much more spiritual relaxation for your nervous system. It might be a little bit more, usually if you go on like a cruise or at a beach, you might usually want to go and do everything. I feel like for this vacation, you just might want to like lay back, just take things real easy, which right now, astrologically, Mars, you don't want to play around with him in your physical body. If you're watching this video as it's being posted, hope to see you at my new moon video for the upcoming new moon in Leo on January 28th, 2021. But Aries isn't playing around right now, so I feel like it's really easy to take things nice and slow and gentle on your body and your nervous system. And this kind of break would actually really recharge your senses, almost, if you've lost sense of smell, taste, anything. We also have who you are throughout this journey, this next life path, or next life adventure. We have Shapeshifter, but it came out in the reverse. So the shadow attributes are projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. And I feel like for some of you guys, you're ready to just kind of get a break from, it could be, yes, politics. I feel like it's such a prevalent energy, just the days that this is being recorded and everything going on right now. A lot of you guys could just want a break from all the drama on, like, just in the world, honestly. And it says projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. I feel like upright, this shapeshifter card is funny, how you guys are very much so in your third eye. You're really envisioning this next life adventure, and the more you're thinking about it, the more that you're trying to draw it into the physical world. You could be starting to write it down, manifesting it and birthing it into the 3D, and really working on that abundance and manifesting. So I feel like a lot of you guys are doing some magic, and I definitely approve. Whether that's with crystal grids, for some of you, you might be using herbs and spices, or you could be using like natural, like petrified wood, any kind of sandstones and stuff like that, or soft density stones even. Okay, well, we'll see what kind of crystals come up later, but also, with that shapeshifter in the reverse, you guys really, I feel like, are just trying to unwind and For some of you empaths, you might feel like you just need to take a step back from everyone else's energies that are around you. That could definitely be from work. We have the Eight of Pentacles that came up, so that's why I feel like for some of you, you could be a little bit overworked, needing to kind of take a break from. I feel like a lot of you guys have been saving up to even like take a vacation or just remove yourself from your typical day-to-day surrounding and environment and really just kind of reset yourself and your senses like we were talking about. And I feel like you guys have prepared for this moment, or maybe it's a time period that's going to be financially okay for you to move through, which can be quite reassuring for some of you that might be worried about those finances. There could be a little bit of guilt though too. Y'all need to quit it. Yeah, no, we don't. You guys deserve it. You know, we're not even gonna. We also have networker. You guys are such hard workers. I don't know why you guys got 2 character cards or 2 archetype cards, but this is supposed to also represent, I guess, other people that would be involved with you. Networker, the light attributes, enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. You guys, I did mention this. You guys could be really empathetic and picking up on other people's energies right now. Please be careful that you're not picking up on unhealthy energies, because there is, like I said, there could be a loss of senses in some areas, but also your nervous system is just kind of compromised right now, it feels like. So you guys could be a little bit under the weather. For some of you, I am getting, it could be allergies. I'm not a doctor. Do not even, I wish I had a PhD at the end of my name. Trust me, it would look real pretty. But, I mean, this just looks like, you know, flowers and kind of dry, you know. And we have a lot of nasal area stuff. Congestion. It will pass though, and even if you are sick, you know, and you've gone to a doctor, it's something that will pass. Also, your next life adventure, even if it's just kind of, you know, relaxing, it could be with someone from work, someone you've met from work. Also, I feel like you're just kind of washing yourself off of some energies that you could have picked up from outside of yourself. We also have, you know, where you can expect to see these energies manifest in your life as far as your next life adventure. We have in Gemini. So Gemini season, Gemini, Libras, Aquarius, any of those kinds of seasons. Gemini, it says, information to explain communications resulting from the fluctuations. These are better if you pull them into. This is a new deck of mine, so yeah. Whoop. We also have Emerald Dragon, brings in healing and cosmic abundance. You guys might be getting like a financial reset. This is very common right now with what we're seeing with Venus interacting with Mars, and also we're hitting a full moon in Leo January 28th. Yes, I probably already mentioned it, but I feel like something financially is being triggered with you guys with this 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, no, it's just 7 of Pentacles. My bad, I knew I was wrong. What? Oh, he's holding it. I counted them. You gotta look closer. I feel like you guys are really nitpicking. You could be nitpicking at your finances, really, really budgeting yourself and really cutting those corners. And maybe it's not just even to go on like a next vacation. I feel like for some of you, it might just be a necessity right now. And there could be someone that's helping you with that. Some of you could be doing taxes. Some of you guys are getting tax money and going on vacation. That sounds so fun. Oh, I thought that bag scared me. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of something that's happening for you guys. Gemini being an air sign energy, I feel like, you know, there being 2 sides to the whole is definitely representative as far as, you know, kind of the government helping you. You guys could be looking at unemployment, stimuluses, all that kind of stuff going on in the world right now. And I feel like, again, you guys with that shapeshifter and reverse card, there's a lot of like you guys could be really hard on yourself again for reaching out for help and for these energies. But Spirit's saying that you're not misusing, you're not taking advantage of these energies. You are deserving, and I feel like you're trying to come to terms with seeing just how worthy you are of abundance. This Emerald Dragon in Gemini, some of you guys, your next life adventure, I feel like you guys could be getting gifts. Like, honestly, just small gifts, unexpected gifts from family, friends, particularly friends, anyone that you have a friendly energy type toward. Wow. I'm even getting that some of you guys, like, I feel like it's not even a lot of people that you know. I feel like you guys are just going to really attract a lot of generosity, and that might even be like tips or like finding extra money, finding money on the ground, finding like cash or abundance in places that like you weren't expecting. You might find something that you've been looking for that you weren't, like, you stopped looking for months ago. Just be prepared for those small surprises, you guys. We also have number 6, the Forest Lovers. There's more Gemini coming out here. You guys could be a Gemini or interacting with any Gemini, Libras, or Aquarius air sign energies, but also just people that you feel like you have an intellectual connection to, and your relationship is equally communicated and also grounded. I feel like there's people around you. Since you're an empath, I feel like there is someone that you have for support, and this person might want to go on your next life adventure with you after things in the world or things in your day-to-day life have changed a little bit. Again, I'm just picking up on future energies, being that crown chakra. This might be something that happens next season, whatever upcoming season you're in. And with that networker, there could be plans being made on the other side. Also, they could be planning for surprises on your end. And I feel like these people want to surprise you with gifts and shower and love and surprises because they do truly love you and they want to see you flourish. And they want you to know that you guys have a sacred bond, and with that bond comes exchanges. And exchanges, we have to, with Venus in our relationships with her, depending on our birth charts, can deal a lot with our acceptance of those gifts and of those praises. And just accepting those acts of kindness can be sometimes hard for us, especially when we are in a vulnerable state, financially, emotionally, any way. But this person, I feel like whoever your next adventure is with, they're really just reaching out to you for the love of their heart, and it's really, really beautiful. If you guys are traveling, and I feel like for some of you, you could be making big moves as well. If you're moving towards someone, this is a well invested energy. And if you're moving out and moving in with yourself, I'd say this is a very well invested energy in establishing and deepening the relationship with yourself. You can afford to be, financially stable on your own. I feel like you guys have a lot of options. We also have Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be... There's some relationships that maybe you've had in the past that you're coming back to, actually. This could be an international relationship. It could just be someone who lives away from you. Maybe you just don't see them currently. Alright, I got a couple minutes left on this. Give me a couple of cards to clarify. Collect number 3's next life adventure. We have the Ace of Cups, Solitude, and the 9 of Wands, Respect. You guys could be a little bit standoffish right now, and I feel like you guys are asking for a little bit of time alone. You could be quarantining yourself energetically, emotionally, physically. That Ace of Cups, Solitude, and also the 9 of Wands, respect is kind of respecting someone's right to have their own alone time. And I feel like you guys are very much so in your head trying to reset yourself, and those boundaries are so essential and so important, especially with all this empath energy coming through. I feel like your empathetic counterparts, or the people closest to you in your soul tribe, are actually trying to reach out to you too and help you through those energies. And we're gonna draw a couple of runes to see what else. I think my camera's about to die. We have Radio, I think is the name of this rune. It's actually my new rune set, so. And this is actually about spiritual paths and spiritual lessons. And I feel like a lot is going on here with your third eye chakra, so you could be changing a lot about the... Oh, okay. I'm picking up on multiple timelines is what this is talking about. Because you came through with such strong manifestation abilities. I feel like those are talking about future path and future spiritual journeys, because this is all about spiritual journey. And you had future tense. But I feel like right now could be very emotionally and mentally challenging for you. Also, I felt like your nervous system could be something that's, again, needing a little bit of a reset. And we also have, this rune came out earlier too for other piles. It's hard to tell when I'm like not looking at the GoPro. This was like not, it's like, oh, it's just the way I was holding it. Okay. You guys aren't really quite ready to come out of your shell. And I feel like your next spiritual journey might be just like opening up to someone, or opening up to the world, maybe more about what it is that you do to make your money, or your relationship with money. Because, you know, the Lovers isn't just, you know, someone's relationship. It's also Venus, our relationship to money, and how we make money, and how we show up in our professional job. And I feel like you guys are really going to be noticed in your profession. Alright, we're gonna finish your guys' reading. I was just about to say this is the last rune, clarifying everything, which is one of my favorites in this rune set. It reminds me of the Page of Swords energies, of course. So a lot of quick action, a lot of mental stimulation, but empaths, you know, you gotta make sure that you're directing that energy through your body correctly, and also grounding it appropriately, just like as if, you know, your nervous system was an energetic wiring. And you might not be an electrician, neither am I, but we gotta make sure that, you know, we're grounding ourselves, especially when your energies are showing up so much active in your upper chakras as well. So I feel like this next life adventure for you, it's not going to be anytime soon. I feel like you're definitely making moves right now, though, actively, for future plans that you would like to see happen for yourself.